Okay, so I honestly have no idea if anybody is going to show up to any of these events, but I can tell you that this is live on two platforms. So we're on Facebook Live right now, and we're also live in the Progress is Progress School Recovery community. Perfect. All right. So hopefully you guys are fine today. We'll see if anybody joins in and wants to talk. So, I don't know what to talk about. Isn't that exciting? Um, Hopefully you guys are good today. So, da, da, da. I don't know how to watch my live. Watch live video. Oh, there we go. Huh. See, now I can see if people join, which is so cool. If I can figure out how to make it stay. Probably not. That's okay. We'll just put that right there. It's on mute anyhow. So, it's cold today. I don't know what y'all are doing, but I did. So I put together this list. I don't know if I could find it. Let's see here. All right, so we're streaming. We're doing it. We're live in living color. I don't know about y'all, but it's been one hell of a week. Hey, look at that. I can see that somebody's watching. Well, welcome. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, and I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Well, I mean, I do, but I don't know subject-wise yet, so. But how's it going, man? Hopefully you're doing well. It's cold. Are you staying warm? Because it's frigid here. Hi! Oh my gosh, it's Nikki! Hey Nikki, how are you today? Hopefully you are doing well. Are you surviving the frozen winter wonderland that we're all having? It's so cold. Oh my gosh, COVID. Oh, that's no fun. That's no fun. It's going around though. It's definitely been going around from what I know. Thank you for the love. So I'm actually on like two platforms right now. So I'm doing Facebook Live and my school group. So I didn't even know I could do two of them at the same time. But we're doing it and we're trying it and we'll see how it goes. So, if you haven't been following my post, oh my god, my van blew up when I drove yesterday. Oh, yeah, this frigid cold, that's when things like break and snap and blow up. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Hopefully, like, you and the kids and the family are doing okay. Because that's just not an easy place to be, man. Oof, I feel for you. I had a hell of a week myself, so I quit my daytime clinical substance abuse counseling job at the facility I worked at and am striking out on my own. Ooh. Oh good, I'm glad you guys are okay. Yeah, work's been a little crazy, but life is getting better. Super motivated. So that's been really cool, and that's been helping. Just trying to stay motivated, trying to stay doing things. Yeah, starting my own private practice business, so I'm pretty excited about that. So I'm going through that whole process. I actually have a recovery coaching business that's up and running, and I am available. Um, but going to do the legit credentialing with insurance. I'll be able to see everybody. Most insurances, just not Medicaid yet, from my understanding. So I have to have a couple of things down for that, and that's going to take a lot. Well, thank you. I think I'll be good too. Right? I can like self promote, right? No, it's fun though. It's me, it's who I am, it's what I love to do, and honestly, everything I get to do with it keeps me from falling back down the crazy rabbit hole. So it's gonna be good. But yeah, so I'm still coaching. I'm coaching on an online platform. So there's an app I'm on the board of directors for called cleancircle.io. Super cool app, peer support app. There's recovery coaching available. One of the awesome things is this app is for people. Um, so it's made for people. All the coaches that are coaching on that platform all have to offer pro bono services and free sessions. Every session you have with a coach, the first session is always free. I offer pro bono services on there and sliding fee scale. And then I also am doing groups and some other stuff and some family loved one coaching. So yeah, I have a whole bunch of stuff out there. So if you look me up, I am out there and on all the things. I'm all over social media. Apparently, you can be chunky, 40 years old, be from the middle of nowhere, Wisconsin, and still manage to get 17,000 TikTok followers. Whoop, whoop. So that's been pretty cool. So yeah, you can find me out there. I'm all over. I am. I'm energetic. You got to be positive, man. Life is too short to be negative, and I just can't be negative anymore. That's just too much. Too much, right? It takes so much more energy to be negative to get through your day than it does to be positive. Oof. Life is hard enough, right? Don't mind me as I drink the monster today. Yeah, like, I can't believe there's 17,000 people out there that, like, hit a little button and we're like, hey, this person sounds kind of cool. Like, let's follow them. And I know, like, they're not all real people. I know there's bots out there, people. Like, that's legit. But, hell, you just got to put the work in. So, it's been fun. And then, let's see what else. Oh, I have a blog going now, too, Nikki. So, that's been out there. That's on Substack. It's Progress is Progress. My motto, right? Progress is progress, mile or millimeter. But yeah, that's been out there and doing well. And then, yeah, recovery coaching and all that good stuff. But enough about me. Okay. Yes, I know. My life is so exciting. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's a lot. So it's been pretty fun. So, did I get to update you about the eldest daughter? And like the reconnection has been amazing too, by the way. Poor thing, I love her to death. She's amazing. I'm so glad that turned out positively. It's amazing what happens when the universe collides. Definitely check out the blog. Also, the blog is free. There are paid tiers, but you don't really have to pay for it. The paid tier stuff is more like on the clinical side. There are some exercises, like my codependency workbook is on the blog. We just released all 10 chapters, so all 10 chapters are available. So yeah, I actually have 3 published books now. Ooh. So I wrote a fiction young adults book about addiction recovery and mental health. It's actually written through my youngest kiddo's eyes, my 11-year-old, about his experience with me and his dad going through addiction, dad going to prison, dad getting out of prison, blended families, food addiction, self-esteem, all that good awkward stuff. So that's out there. And then I have 2 workbooks. So I did a codependency workbook. You know me in codependency. Come on now. I'm like the queen of codependency here. Not really. That's Brene Brown. But I have a codependency workbook, Progress is Progress, and then I also put out a Finding Yourself After Recovery. So like once you're in recovery, like truly trying to figure out who we are and trying to discover ourselves again. So yeah, I will. You'll have to like send me your address, like DM me and send me your address, and I'll have to see if I can get you a copy down there because it's pretty cool. And honestly, like, oh my gosh, reconnecting with you in the way that we were able to reconnect was so cool. Like, I am telling you, again, universe and that weird energy, right? The ancient aliens knew something was going on. But yeah, so I got the 3 books out. They're available on the blog. Nikki, if you want a paid subscription, um, please don't worry about paying for it. DM me your email address and I will gift you a paid subscription to that blog. So I also have a school community that has the books are available on that as well, and a bunch of other courses and classwork and things like that. So I'm telling you, I'm all over the place. Spread it around. You can tell everybody. Don't be afraid. Ugh. But yeah, other than that, just trying to live and survive. Um, Working on a master's in clinical mental health, so I'll be dual diagnoses. It'll take me another, I don't know, year and a half, 2 years almost, but I'm really excited about that. So yeah, living and learning and trying not to screw it all up. You know, those lovely little face plants that we all love to do every once in a while. Yes, definitely send me your info. I love it. So I actually went down and I did a speaker meeting down in Tomahawk. I think it was the first week of December. That was pretty cool. I know. It's all of a sudden, it's like, because I around in my 20s and my 30s, now it's all like gung-ho in my 40s, and it's like, get her done! But it took me a long time to learn all those lessons. I think it all does, you know. We all hit it at different stages, which is crazy. But kind of crazily beautiful all in its own way. But yeah, girl, I'm around. I'm doing the thing. Keeping up on stuff. All of that fun stuff. And, yeah, being brave enough to actually get on camera and put myself out there and try to make some things work, because if you want the life of your dreams, you got to do something to get it. And it's taken me a long time to get as far as I am. And man, you get that drive, you get that energy, you keep doing the next right thing for yourself, and it's amazing how dominoes can line up and fall into place for you. I mean, there's always going to be those screw ups. There's always going to be the van breaking down. There's always going to be COVID or the flu or a job loss. You know what I mean? But I think the one amazing things about us as human beings is that the level of resiliency that we have as people is utterly, utterly amazing. Like, absolutely a beautiful thing. And I've been lucky enough to really see that in, God, myself, the people around me, some of my loved ones, my kids, good Lord, and all of the amazing people that I've ever gotten to work with throughout everything, which is so cool. So how are you getting through life? Hopefully life is going well. Like you said, you know, life is great. That's fantastic. What have you been doing to keep it going so well, I guess? Sometimes those are the best questions. What are you doing to make it work? Sometimes those are the questions. Oh my goodness. So it doesn't always tell me who's watching. Oh, Stella. Hi, Stella. Jaden was on here for a minute. That's pretty cool. I like it. How are you doing, Stella? Hope you guys are good. Don't be afraid to say hi. Like, hi. thanks for the thumbs up and the love. I think that's super very cool, very awesome. But yeah, I did start drinking for a while. Oh yeah, I get it. Honestly, like, those are some of the hardest things, you know what I mean? The relapse, or the reoccurrence of use, as we now call it, right? But yeah, that's definitely not an easy thing. All right, well, you take it easy, Nikki. Thank you so much for stopping by. All the love and the support. Mwah! I appreciate it. You are amazing. So, everybody else, how is your day? What is going on? How be you? How are you surviving in the cold today? Because it is damn cold out there. I'll tell you that much. It is way too cold to be messing around out there in the cold and in the snow. It's way too much. Way, way, way too much. Yes, the love. I feel it. I'm trying to figure out how I see who's on and who's watching. Oh, I have 2 viewers. How do I see them? I don't know who you are. I love it. The fact that somebody's even watching is freaking cool. I just don't know how to figure out how to see it. That's what happens when old people like me try to figure out technology like this. But I'm checking it out. Okay. Comments. Insights. I don't know. Pop out? What does that do? Nope. Whoop. Sorry. Things are happening on my screen and I don't know what it is. I'm going to close that. Well, I don't know how to tell who I'm talking to and who I'm not talking to. So, you're either going to have to message me, say something, say hello, something, anything. Let's see it. Oh, excuse me. Don't be alarmed. That was just a hiccup. That's definitely a normal thing that I do. So, like I said, don't be alarmed. It's all okay. Oh. So, again, for those of you that are out there somewhere, how's your day? Has it been alright? My day's pretty damn busy already, I'll be honest with you. So, I had a group for Ignited earlier today. Ignited's an online recovery support platform that I work with. I do group facilitation and recovery coaching. And then I have this one, right? So this is available on school, on the school community. And then I found out that I could Facebook Live it at the same time. So we'll see how it goes. Again, got to be brave, right? Start somewhere, do something. So, anyhow, I don't know what to talk about, so I'm probably going to go on a spiel. So, hang on to your hats, people. So, recently, I had some stuff happen. And I want to talk about the difference between patient-centered care and not patient-centered care, because I think there gets up to be a lot of confusion there. Okay? So, I work in the field of drug recovery, drug and alcohol recovery, whatever, right? Recovery, mental health, all that kind of stuff. And we have issues in our systems. They're not perfect. They are what they are. I'm glad we have them. I'm glad we have services. I'm glad that there are amazing providers and support people out there that we have in our communities. But we definitely need to keep advocating, because I'm a patient, right? Like, I'm not perfect. I have been on both sides of the desk. It doesn't matter. I still seek counseling or support when I need it. Supervision, actually, as a counselor. It's a kind of an important thing to do. So I think it's important that if you are going to work in the recovery field, that you understand it. If you're going to support somebody going through addiction recovery, that you understand it. And I think one of the biggest things that we can do is really educate ourselves. And that means asking questions and sometimes being uncomfortable about them, because, hey, that's what recovery is, growth and change. I think us as human beings, we're going to grow and change throughout the entirety of our lives, whether we're in infancy or childhood or grown-ups, adulting out there in the real world. And then as we also get older and age, we're always going to be continuously growing and learning and changing. And I think that's also something that needs to be taken into account when it comes to providing services, and the individualism need that comes with that. So regardless of who you are, regardless of what your issue is in life, regardless of what your hang up is, regardless of what your vice is, sometimes the hardest thing is to get vulnerable and find a place where you can trust, find a place where you can connect, find a group, find a person. And again, those things are not easy. So, sorry, my computer's doing funny things and I don't know what it is. I'm gonna move that over. Anywho. Remember, if you're going in and seeking services, okay? You're a client. You're a person who deserves whatever service you're going in to get. And that's a really important thing, okay? Don't take that for granted, okay? You're coming in and paying for a service, regardless if it's your insurance paying, if you're on state aid, it doesn't matter what it is. You are paying for a service and you deserve to get what you need from your providers, okay? And that means that we need to know what works for you. And you are the best expert in you. Even if you don't know who you are, where the hell you're headed, right? Those are real things. So, put out there what you need. Put out there what you don't need. Okay, those are really important things to do. You have to advocate for yourself, okay? If you go to counseling, this is a great example because this is a real life example, and this wasn't myself and a client, but this is something that I recently had talked with someone about, where they were going into counseling and their counselor was spending more time talking about themselves and what has been going on in their life than asking the client what they needed. And it was really frustrating, right? That's what happens when things like that happen. That's why people don't go back. That's why people don't trust the system. That's why we have as many issues as we have, with people falling through the cracks, people not getting help. Because, one, we need to listen to them. I think it's a really important thing. So, advocate for yourself regardless. So I ended up doing that this week, advocating for myself in a different type of way. But I left my clinical practice job, and I'm going to be venturing out on my own, starting my own practice, offering recovery coaching services until then, and working on my other platforms. But it's scary. It is, right? But we all need what we need, and we need it in a way that's going to work for us. And if you put yourself in a position where life is just not working for you, if you're not happy, if you are miserable, right, in your life, then something needs to change. And what are you going to change? What potentially could be that thing? And sometimes it's really looking at the smallest, most minuscule thing that we possibly can to start putting action on. I've worked with a lot of people, and I myself am one of these people, and went through this a lot too, okay? You can involve the knowledge in the world, but if you have all the knowledge in the world and you don't have any action behind it, then that's when we start to have problems, okay? It's one thing to know better, but it's another thing to start acting better. There's a big difference between just knowing what to do and actually doing it, the follow through, the action part of it. So I took some action this week. So my action is moving forward and having some faith in myself, taking that leap of faith for me, asking for support for the people that are around me that I need it from, being open and honest with myself, with my family, with my supports, and relying on all of those things that I've shoved in that stupid metaphorical toolbox that everybody hears about when they go through recovery treatment, right? Your toolbox, right? All your stuff you need to carry with you, your tools, your tips, your tricks. Yeah, that damn toolbox. But you do really need them. They're important things to have. They really are, because you're going to get in a position, regardless of who you are and how long you've been in recovery, where you're going to need them. So don't be afraid to pull those out. But anyhow, been a long day. Oh, hello. It looks like there's a couple people watching. Yay, hello. Hope you guys are well today. Are you guys staying warm out there in the frigid coldness that is northern Wisconsin today? Whoa, whoa. Sorry. Um, I myself am not venturing out of the house today because it is too dang cold. Um, so instead, I'm here talking to you, right? Um, But anyhow, so I quit my clinical job. I'm going to be moving forward with my own practice. Going to continue working on my education, and I'm going to do what I can to put my support out into my local communities because, hey, that's who I am and that's what I want to do. Audra, hi Audra. I hope you are doing good today. I've heard a lot of good things about you. I'm not going to say bad. I'm going to say good. Okay, from Sir Richard over there. But it's nice to connect. I hope you were doing well and staying warm today because holy heck, is it cold out there? At least it's not as cold as it was this morning though. I'm trying to figure out how to do Facebook Live and not sound like a bumbling idiot the entire time I'm doing it. But we'll see how that goes, right? Practice makes perfect. We'll see. We'll see about that. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so I'm doing all things recovery local now. I'm gonna try to at least. So I started a recovery coaching business. So I'm super excited about that, called Progress is Progress Recovery, because recovery comes in every shape, size, and flavor. And honestly, I love them all just a little bit. So I'm pretty excited to try to use my lived experience and to do bring in my education as much as I can without being clinical, at least until I'm officially credentialed and everything for insurances. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. I actually have my first client that booked out with me on Monday. Yay! So I'm super stoked about that. But yeah, it's amazing. Like I said, when you keep doing the next right thing for yourself and trying to keep yourself out of all of those old patterns, the dysfunction, the behaviors, all of that kind of stuff, the cognitive distortions, but when you really do try to do that next right decision for yourself, and again, it's not always going to be perfect, it's amazing how, again, that universe just lines things up for us, which is just a really beautiful thing. So I didn't really necessarily have a bunch of stuff planned to talk about today. I was kind of hoping to get some conversation. So Audra, what's going on? How's life in your ways? Richard McCoy, Senior, saying hi. Hi. You like my little setup? How is it? I got my little official microphone finally that I've had for 2 years and haven't plugged in or figured out how to use, but I do now. So expect a lot more of this space. Are you excited? Because I am. And Monster, you gotta have some Monster during the day. But yeah, so we'll have to see how this all goes. Either that or I'll have to have Richard guest co-host. Are you down, sir? Speaking of that, Richard, I did follow up for the Peer Recovery Conference for our presentation stuff that we put in. You got frogs everywhere, man. I love it. These are my froggies. So I did update my contact information and everything. So I'm still waiting to find out if they have accepted proposals. So, but super excited about that. So, Richard McCoy Sr. and I may be presenting at the Peer Recovery Conference this year. I also put in a couple presentation proposals with Sarah Bristol from Wisconsin Rapids area. So she's a peer support specialist and pretty amazing as well. So I'm super excited to see if yes, you would love to co-host. We're going to have to figure that out. You're either going to have to come here and we'll have to get another microphone, or I'm going to have to get you stuff set up over the airway to be able to do it one way or another. I would love some. Thank you. Joshy says hi. He made me breakfast. A late breakfast brunch. Joshy's famous potatoes. His phone's always charging. He's either out of minutes or data, or his phone's charging. One of the two. I love it though. It's pretty funny. So yeah, so hopefully we're trying to do a bunch of really fun stuff this year. And then there could possibly be a couple of keynotes. I know one for sure, and then potentially another one I put in for as well. And then Richard, they also just released the opioid stimulant conference and the mental health substance abuse conference have now been combined into one event, and this year they're going to do it in Green Bay. So that could be really, really exciting. Oh, my glasses are super crooked. Oh, squirrel. But yeah, that's going to be in Green Bay. That could be a really exciting one to do as well. So, and I think they just opened up for proposals. So if you have any ideas, you can always send them my way. Honestly, I think your spirituality thing would be cool. Adam! Adam, where the have you been? Adam says hi.
Hey, Adam.
He says, hey, Adam. I know Green Bay's could be really exciting. I've never really been to Green Bay. I drove through there to see the eldest daughter, Chelsea, when we went through there, when she was living over that way. But yeah, I've never really been to Green Bay otherwise, which is weird, living in Wisconsin pretty much my whole life. So what's up, Adam? Are you out there surviving? We miss you. We miss you. You'll have to come by and say hi. Ugh. It's been a rough winter. It's been a rough winter for a lot of people. Not gonna lie. Like, I'm definitely hopeful. And I'm definitely trying to think positive about it. But it's been one of a year. No minutes. Oh, I get that. I'm gonna have to get some FaceTime on there. I'm gonna have to, like, FaceTime you or, like, whatever. Poor Joshy's having Adam withdrawals. It's been sad. He's like, you know us, it's like we never come that way, so, or not too often. But, I don't know. He's been out fishing a lot, too. Out on the ice. Anyhow, I have ADHD, as you guys couldn't already tell, so I skip from subject to subject sometimes, so don't be afraid to redirect me if I fall off on a subject. It's cold as hell outside. I know this. It's redonkulous. I mean, honestly, I don't mind the snow too much. Josh and the kids have been outside, and they are building, what did Josh call it? Oh, the ruins. So it looks like big castle ruins out in my front yard. Josh and Eli were out there cutting great big ice blocks. It looked like an igloo was going up at first, which I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But now it's like big castle ruins, and it's like, I don't know, 10 feet high in some spots. It's it's pretty impressive, I'll tell you that much. It is pretty cool. It's just too cold to go and work on it now, but yeah. Well, we might have to come and pick you up and bring you out here sometime too, just to get out of the damn house. I actually posted about cabin fever. So, mindfulness techniques to help battle the cabin fever in the snow and the cold. Sound useful? I thought so. So, those are out there, available on my Substack for free. There should be a link in my Facebook, so don't be afraid to find that. Check them out. You know me, I like to try to find the interesting outside of the box things that people will actually maybe try to do. Although, I'm telling you, there definitely could be some laughing yoga going on live one of these days. I'll have to get Richard over here for that one, though. He'll have to co-host on that one. But yeah, what else? I don't know what else is going on, guys. Who else is out there? I don't know what else to talk about. Yeah, it does happen. I do run out of things to talk about. Let's see, what else? I should be doing I have to get back in touch with the library out there in LDF. But I did donate a couple copies of my book, The Circle Stays Unbroken, to the library, and I also donated a copy of my codependency workbook out there. Jeannie from at the library was finishing up reading The Circle Stays Unbroken and was going to get back to me on doing like a reading and a book signing. Pretty cool. So I do have my book available on Amazon, just letting y'all know. I do have like a sneak peek of that on my Substack blog too. I think I got like the first 5 or 6 chapters. If you have struggled with addiction, okay, if you've been the kid of a parent struggling with addiction, if you've been the child, right, or actually any form or fashion of those relationships, whatever it may be, you might find this really interesting. So I wrote a book with the help of my youngest son, and it is about his experiences and our experience as a family going through addiction recovery. My kid's dad and I separating, divorcing, him going to prison a couple of times, trying to reunify with the boys once he gets out, addiction, mental health, blended families. There's definitely some culture in there, you know, just because the boys and Josh are Native and dad is too. But it's pretty cool. It's a little raw and a little real, but it's an amazing read, and it's a beautiful story. So if you guys are ever interested, let me know. If you really want to read it and you can't afford the book, please just let me know and reach out to me. I do also have copies, paperback copies available for sale locally as well. But, you know, I'd love to sell books and make $1 million, but realistically, I think getting the message out and sharing it with people is more important. So we'll have to see how that all goes. But I'm super excited to share it and kind of go from there. I'm super excited about the library stuff over in Flambeau, and then donating a couple copies to the libraries, also like Minocqua as well, and kind of see where it kind of goes from there. So anywho, that's really all I have for today. But anyhow, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their day. I do want to let you guys know, reach out, okay? I'm a real person. Most of you know that. I won't bite. If you need help, if you need support, don't be afraid to reach out. I think it's something that's important for all of us. Come find me out there on all of my platforms. All you gotta do is look up Belinda Morey, M-O-R-E-Y, okay? Belinda or Belle Morey. Find me on Substack, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, just about everything. And we're going to be doing this every Saturday at 1 o'clock, and hope to see more of you next time. If you were here, thank you so much for joining us. Next time, let's chat more, talk more, interact more, and we'll kind of go from there. Hey, Benna, we're just actually closing out right now, but what up? Hope you're doing well, man. I've been talking for like the last 45 minutes, so I think I'm about done, but thank you for the love. Appreciate it much. But anyhow, stay warm out there, stay safe, don't be afraid to reach out if you need help and or support. If you know anybody that may need some help or support, don't be afraid to give my information out too, and we will see you guys all next time. Peace out, guys. Thank you.